Hey Maria, how are you?
And Grant, how are you?
Good. Thanks for logging on a Friday. You're
Not
very
a
good.
bother, girl, not a bother.
How's everything down in Belgooly?
It's grand, it's grand. It's wet and miserable when I look out the window, but it's grand. And we're stuck in the middle of COVID. But anyway, what can you do?
Oh.
Grand.
So I just wanted to get everyone on, I suppose, because we haven't been able to communicate and talk to our students, and I thought it would be a great opportunity to kind of get everyone's backgrounds out and get everyone to know who we have working at Superstars. So what's your background?
Okay. I'm from Poliduff, and I started drama when I was 9 years of age in the Loch Community Centre. There was a fantastic man up there. His name was John Roach, and he used to do drama classes twice a week. I think it was Tuesday and Thursday we used to go. We used to pay 50 pence or something like that. And we used to do, he was part of Penn Youth Theatre. And so we'd go up and do our dancing and our singing and our acting. And we would do there was a theatre on the Grand Parade, and it was called the Iverny Theatre. And I was one of the little dancing girls in there, and I had a couple of speaking roles eventually. And that was my introduction, and I loved it. Sadly, John passed away when I was about 12 or 13, and I didn't have anything then for a while. And one day when I was in secondary school, I saw a poster on the wall for Youth Theatre Cork, and I joined myself. I used to always go myself to these things. So I would, every Sunday, I'd walk over to Ashton School in Blackrock and have 3 hours of youth theatre. And we did, oh my God, it was just brilliant. We did all really serious plays and musicals and everything. And then after that, at one of the plays, I met these two lads, Michael and Niall, and they were part of the Cork Shakespearean Company. And they asked myself and one of the other girls, would we go up and join? They were looking for females. And I went up and joined the Loft and up in Belgrave Road near your direction. And I did, got about 6 or 7 Shakespearean pieces, and Michael and myself are still great buddies and great friends, and Niall and I made lifelong friends from the Loft. After that, then I moved away for a while, and when I came back, I did a couple of plays, but kind of life took over. And then when I hit 40, I decided to go back to college and become a teacher. And so, yeah, so that's what I did. And I'm still acting, I'm still doing plays and films all the time. I'm in rehearsal at the moment online for a play that we're hoping to tour.
And when I met you, we met backstage at a play.
Yes.
You were stage managing and I was in. And I suppose, how did you end up, I suppose, joining Superstars?
Well, I met you that time. I mean, Sani had asked me to do backstage, and that's the great part of Amdram is you do everything, so you're trained up on everything. So stage managing was grand. And I had met you, and I remember talking to you about I had my own class here in Belgooly, yeah. I was teaching that, and I remember saying to you, talking to you at the time, I had gotten very sick and I couldn't get cover, and also my students were getting to a level that they needed to be brought onto a bigger stage. They needed more support, and I just couldn't give it. And I was thinking about it, and I don't know, did I say to you that I was thinking of joining up with somebody, or whether we had a conversation? But you rang me and you said, you know, do you want to meet for coffee and have a chat? And we met, and God, I think straight away we just clicked, and I joined Superstars, and it was the best thing I ever did.
Yeah, I remember your first show with us was Welcome to Wonderland, and it was just it felt like it was, going to another level then. Yes. I remember you came on board and you have such skill for costume, and it was a skill that I do not have and still don't have. And I remember you feeling that you were bringing it to another level then. And ever since, sure, I think it's because we're both earth signs, we gel out.
But I think, you see, that goes back to the Amdram as well, Kate, that, I mean, when I was up in the Loft, I was making costumes, I was painting sets, I was doing lights, I was doing sound, I was doing stage managing, I was prompting, I was acting, I was doing everything up there, bar directing. That was the only thing I didn't get the opportunity to do up there. So that's the thing about drama, things like that, is that you just roll up your sleeves and get on with it. And so when I did, no, I used to make bits and pieces myself when I was a child, bits of clothes and stuff. So when I joined, then it was like, yeah, we need this, but sure, look, I'll just do this and make the costumes and blah blah blah. So you just learn so much, and you realize then later, I mean, that's brought that into my part of my life then with
Yeah.
Superstars, is being able to do the costumes and, you know,
But you
being
like
able to help
such
out backstage.
an asset to the school. Like, I'm like, oh, Maria will make, you know, a wardrobe costume for us in Beauty and the Beast. Me, Kate, not a notion of how that could even be. I'm like,
I
Maria
actually
will know it's
remember
fine.
that meeting with me sitting there going, I know you're waiting for me to say that I'll make it. And everybody just kind of looking at me going, well, yeah.
Oh, how will we get that costume? If only
Like,
somebody
you're not
do
fooling
that
anyone,
for
man.
us. And obviously Belgooly, when they added Superstars, you know, it just seemed like the right fit for the school, and it's grown so much since, and
Totally.
between Belgooly and Kinsale. And I suppose now we've been closed for a while, and you're online, I know, with your students. Have you any, I suppose, hopes for the future now going forward with classes?
I think, right, great. It'll be great to get back into the room again. But I think my hope is that we continue giving the, you know, the level of commitment to the kids that they're getting all along. I don't think that it needs any, like, I see them blossoming coming out of Superstars, and like I wouldn't have been able to do what I do with my students only for the support that I get from you and from the whole team. We're really, really a team that get on so well. But for me going forward, it's seeing the kids develop such life skills, and, you know, being this, like one little girl that I had for a year that literally I carried around attached to my leg crying for a year, and now she's this confident, standing up, not afraid to do anything, and you kind of go, oh my god, that's the rewards. And also, like, they rehearse for something, and okay, it goes on stage, and every show in the world something goes wrong at some stage, and they realize that it's okay if things go wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Life, as I always say, the sky's not going to fall in, guys. You're just pick it up and carry on. And it's just such amazing life skills for them. So for me, it would be we continue to give that service, and also the fact that when the kids join Superstars, it's only a matter of time, like when they're little babies and they're doing their little bits, and then you see them and you give them their first solo line, and then they all get a line in the play. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember myself from that age, and just getting, I can remember my first line. It was like the witch came and took them all away, and then it became the witch's land. I mean, that's a few years ago. But you're
I
kind
know
of
you
going,
blink, yeah. I definitely think even we've been offline and then we were online and then the kids were on the camera and I was like, oh, we're getting so grown up.
yes,
Stop.
yes.
No, it
And
is.
they've
And it's
really
great to see them
engaged.
progress. It really
Yeah,
is.
and they've really engaged online as well with us doing plays online and things like that, and they've really become so inventive, because I know I do have a habit of holding their hands a little bit too much when it comes to costumes and things like that. You're brilliant at saying to them, okay, go away and create something and come back, whereas I'm going, that's the control freak in me, that I'm like, no, 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 yeah, I'll do that another. Whereas now I'm going, okay guys, so next week now when we come online, we're going to be doing this scene. Look around your room or look around your house and see where would be the best part to do that. And look at your costume. Think about what you could wear. Come on with your, and they're doing it. Do you know,
Yeah.
they're doing it because, and they'll come on going, is this okay? Is that okay? And, you know, they're delighted with themselves, and they're
Don't
coming
let
on
go
with
of
you.
your control though too much.
Pardon?
I need your control though a little bit for wardrobe costumes and stuff.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks
Well,
so
you
much,
know, that
Maria.
never go. Not at
Yeah,
all,
no.
girl, and it's great to see you.
Good to see you too, and hopefully I'll see you in person very soon.
Oh God. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, girl. Have a nice